Cool. Nice. Um,
Are we going?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're on.
Yeah, yeah, right. So for the gig, obviously we're doing a variety show. Um, I've got in touch with the Fenton, and we've obviously got the date for the 13th of May. Um, Currently in touch with a few people, few different like art forms. I'm in touch with Shayla, who is a country artist.
Hmm.
Um, Currently in touch with John Gilroy, who is almost like a spoken word poetry type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I've got someone who could possibly help me with the fashion thing. I've tried getting in touch with a few fashion designers, but none of them have got back in touch to even say that they
Ah,
can't do it.
that's cool from
But
them, really.
I'm thinking because I've got a few people who sort of wear cool-ish clothes. It
Yeah,
doesn't need to
trendy-ish.
be sort of like a thing. However, we could um basically I could get someone to we just like I don't know do some sort of makeshift fashion show and call it like bug fashion or boog fashion,
Hmm.
um and sort of just run with it because I know the sound engineer at uh
Venom.
Fenton,
Yeah.
he's able to play like music from Spotify or whatever through the PA.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so we could just ask him to play a certain song and then whatnot. Um, I'm also in touch with Free Party, who I've worked with before, but
Yeah.
they're going to do an acoustic set. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that saves the rigmarole of getting a drum kit because neither band's going to be using a drum kit.
Yeah. And the spoken word one won't need a drum kit either. So,
Exactly. And then I think I'm going to try. I mean, it's a little bit short notice. However, I have been in touch with like three or four different comedians, none
mm,
of which have got back in touch.
yeah.
Um, so I mean, I'm probably going to treat like a final push to get the comedian in. Um, but yeah,
How long have we got the Fenton for?
until curfew, which
Oh, okay.
is sort of like I think the last time we excuse me, the last time we did it, the curfew was sort of like 11ish, half 11
And
max,
what
but
time are we starting it? It'd be, well, like seven,
about eight
eight.
o'clock, about
Yeah.
8 o'clock, I'd say maybe do doors at like half 7
Yeah.
and then start at 8 o'clock. Um, but yeah, I think also we're gonna obviously I got in touch with Mama Bear about hosting, but she wasn't available.
Mm,
So I think I might just host it because it's
yeah.
sort of like I feel like I could do it. I could crack a few jokes here and there
Yeah. There's a
and
couple of
whatnot,
jokes. Introduce people.
introduce
What they
people. It
do.
doesn't need to be out spectacular. So
Yeah. And are you gonna watch? Are you gonna wear the bug costume or
no, 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 no. But that's another thing with the bug fashion thing.
yeah.
I have Amazon Prime, which has next day delivery.
Mm,
I'm thinking that we maybe get two or three models for this fashion thing. Um, and then potentially buy like some more of those masks and I'll need two more masks and two more jumpsuits, like
yeah.
morph suits. And we could basically have three models all as bug people
Yeah. Wearing.
and sort of use that for the fashion show type of thing.
Yeah. I think that
Uh,
works.
but yeah, or to be honest, wouldn't even have to buy another mask because it'd be one in, one out, one in, one out.
Is it
So
just kind
maybe
of like
just
a whack on the head thing and then take it off? Next one.
literally. So we probably only
Yeah.
just need the one mask that we have, and then you can
Yeah.
swap the mask. over and stuff. But yeah, it'll be like getting in touch, like trying to find people who would do the modeling type of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
at least be, I don't mind hopping on stage if I'm all covered in bug stuff as well. I'll just walk out, walk back on. I don't know how,
yeah,
is it just sort of like you just walk on and then walk
I
off?
think the way I'm seeing it in my head is um I'll introduce sort of like the bug fashion thing.
Hmm.
Um and then sort of part because the way the Fenton is, the stage is here
Yeah,
and then the doors are like here. So I'm thinking I could part like a runway from the door to the
yeah,
stage. And then outside of the door to enter into the gig room, there's like a little green room type of thing where people
yeah,
could, like, the models could get changed, um, and sort of have like a running sort of rota type of thing, just one in while the person who's just gone out gets changed. And then when
one,
that
yeah,
person goes back, the person who wasn't getting changed is now getting changed. And then the person goes sort of like a just a conveyor
yeah.
belt and maybe run that for like 10 minutes or something.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think we just need one more act. And then obviously I've got to finish the film,
The
the short
film,
film
yeah,
that we're making, which shouldn't be too difficult. Could probably get that done this week sometime in the evenings.
yeah.
Um, I'll just need to get back in touch with Fred. But other than that, like I think it's pretty solid. We're up to about 12 tickets sold.
Yeah,
So that's pretty good for now because the peak of when most tickets get sold will be on the Friday and on the day of.
yeah. People, yeah.
Um,
We'll have
and then
to
obviously there'll be people on the door as well.
hop up the marketing a bit before those days.
Yeah, well, I think the week of we'll
That's this week.
just we'll kick out, like we'll do a what do you call it, a sponsored post on Instagram because that
Yeah.
always works, getting eyes on it.
Hmm.
um so we could definitely do that. I can set that up. That's because I've done that shit before. So
Yeah.
um and we sort of have like a good pool of how we do it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like I'm gonna get in touch with a few more people tonight, try
Yeah.
and try and get that final act.
What are you
And
thinking
then
for this final act? Like
I
another.
would like I would like a comedian.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's sort of like just none of them getting. It's annoying because a lot of them don't have pages for the comedy. And I
Mm,
got in touch with Leeds Comedy Project, and I was like, "Oh, could you give us a list of some comedians that you'd recommend? We're putting on a show, blah blah blah." And
yeah,
they did give us a solid list of like 10.
yeah.
And but the
Something
only
like that.
problem is they didn't put their Instagram on there. So
Oh,
it's
what
like,
names?
so I was putting the names in, and then maybe two of them had like comedy in their bio or something, or
Mm,
comedian, and it was just and it was like I think one of the names was Alex Dunlop,
yeah,
and I put in Alex Dunlop. And it just came up with like 6 accounts, which are all like personal. And I'm not gonna message all these random accounts like, "Oh, are you a comedian?"
yeah,
Because it just that comes across as a prick, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, yeah. I know.
and it's just not very effective, efficient time wise. But I'll definitely, like I say, I've messaged one the other day, who I think would be really cool because they not only do comedy, but they also do sort of like a theatrical performance with it.
Mm,
So that could be quite cool, but like it's just they take forever to get back in touch. And I've messaged them a couple of times, and I feel like if I message them too much, I'll just come across as like a bit pushy and
yeah, and they don't want to work with us over that.
But we've definitely got an announcement coming out tonight.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, like
What's capacity for Fenton?
the
Can't be that
capacity
big.
for Fenton, the last time I was there, the sound engineer told me that max it's 110, maybe even
Okay, yeah,
100, because that's when it starts getting cramped. But
Mm,
when we were last there, when we did Cupid's Ball, we sold 56 tickets,
yeah.
and it felt rammed, like it felt like
Mm,
a good it packed almost. So I
yeah.
would say, like from my type of thing, that we'd want to get around 50 to 60. That would be good. I'd be okay with around 40 because that means we'll break even still.
Yeah.
Um, we'll definitely watch the like capacity and stuff, and obviously all that runs through the tickets anyway. How many tickets are on sale?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think yeah, the sound engineer said like 110, but 110 in there
Cramped.
would be
Yeah.
or it would be more than crammed. It's that
Mm,
would be pushing like
dangerous.
safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but they yeah, if that's what they say, that's what we'll go with because that's their policy.
Mm.
But
It's on them at the end of the day, isn't it?
to be honest, as much as it would be nice as well, I don't think I'm not really expecting to sell 110 tickets,
No, I don't think we will.
but it would be lovely. You know what I
It'd
mean?
be
It would be
great. Yeah,
nice.
nice money.
Um,
Cool.
but yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, I'll stop recording.